Hey everyone, just as promised, this is Julian Wong from the Binary Lab. I'm going to give you a review of the USI tech token. So, as some of you may know, they used to say that they're going to be putting out their white paper once there's 500 million tokens sold. But people have been making noise about that, and a lot of people are saying, like, if there's no white paper, we're not investing. So, they recently put out their white paper at about 220 million tokens sold. Currently, we're at the 261 million token sold range. I've downloaded the white paper. So we're going to check it out and show it to you right here. 35 pages long. It's not very long. It's not very short either. A lot of it is on market analysis. There's a lot of market analysis here. I'm going to just jump into the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. So I can see that they're going for protocol. That's an interesting angle because in 2018, many experts have said that it's going to be the ones that have to do a protocol that's going to really take off. Here's the thing, all right? If they are like protocol, are they going to be centralized, decentralized? I think this is more along the lines of a centralized kind of a protocol. Like Ripple is centralized as well. A lot of people say that this goes against the nature of blockchain, but at the same time, we'll see a lot of big institutions adopting Ripple. So we'll have to see how the industry responds to TechCoin. There's a lot of market analysis stuff. I'll just show you the more interesting ones. Okay, in the last 3 years, we can see how Bitcoin. Oh, typo error there. Bitcoin. How did that come about? So Bitcoin's been losing market share over the years, and in fact, as of now, it is, I think, March 2018 when we see that Bitcoin is probably around the 30%, 40% mark. Altcoins have cashed up tremendously, and I think that's going to provide opportunity because people's mindsets are changing as to where to allocate their funds. It could also be that money is coming in different areas. Let's skip forward. Okay, there you go. Now let's look at what's different. So like I mentioned to you, they are looking at a couple of product areas, and they're looking at a multi-feature wallet, secure payment solution, cashless payment with debit card. Okay, and I believe they also have mentioned like an exchange as well. So let's look into that, and they're comparing themselves with exchanges. So let's look at this chart. These are some of the top exchanges like Bitfinex, Bitstamp, KYC. Yes. Okay, so if you're an exchange, if you don't have like configurable KYC stuff, you're going to get in trouble because some countries are more picky than other ones and they have the right to shut you down. So you want to future-proof yourself, that's a good feature. Multiple fiat currency support. It's good to support more currencies because sometimes when like our local exchange rate for a certain currency is bad due to the bank's wire rates and all that, it makes us less willing to send money over to be converted because we're going to lose out a lot in exchange. This time accepts 2 currencies. Bitfinex only accepts 1. Personally, like I do a local exchange because I just don't want all this kind of exchange loss. So this is good, all right. As long as the rates are good. Multi cryptocurrency support, dynamic. That I believe that means that they're going to be they'll be taking the better responding popular ones. And Bitstamp, they're just limited to the top 4. Okay, now let's look at the instant executions. That's actually a very important feature. There's no margin trading and funding, which is good because it's gonna keep their books good. I mean, there's always cases of people who are racking up bad debts, and also this is good for responsible trading as well. Anyways, okay, it's good to see that they have something actually drawn up on the framework. So it's Node.js, AngularJS, Express framework. Let's look at the ecosystem. So they have their own ecosystem. It covers a couple aspects: the USI exchange, as mentioned just now, TechCoin marketplace, the payment solution, mining infrastructure, the TechCoin wallet, block explorer. Okay, this one's good because there's another ICO going on, the Tokia, that is going on with this angle as well: cashless payments and instant conversions. So I wonder if they're going to add in the instant convergence aspect. That could be good. Alright, let's have some nice graphs. Transactions per second? Really? I thought Ethereum was at 1,000. Maybe I got that wrong. I got to check this up. I know Bitcoin is like the slowest ever, and here they're doing 10k transactions per second. In terms of speed, USI is 5 seconds per block generation compared to Ethereum 120 seconds, and Bitcoin like 60 minutes per block. Remember how long it took for SegWit 2 to come up? You know, people were like counting down for days, and it was like end up 3 days late. How the TechCoin blockchain works. Great. So someone requests a transaction, it's sent to a peer-to-peer network, nodes, the validation, and then the verification, and new blocks added to the blockchain. This is basically a flow chart of how the wallet's gonna be like. You register, you log in, and there's the forgot password thing. You're not stuck if you lose your key store or something. The dashboard has these areas like profile, account activity. I presume that includes transactions. The password alteration, KYC, logout, deposit, withdraw, trade, finance. Okay, mockups. This is kind of similar to some of the wallets we see out there, like Coinbase. And I mean, it's just good that other people have already done the heavy lifting, so they just kind of come in and add on, lump a couple of features together, and think about the product. And we're looking at exchange here. Looks a little bit like Robinhood, kind of. The marketplace, I presume they're trying to find vendors to come into their marketplace, like an internal Amazon. It's kind of a stretch, but we'll see how they implement that. But they do have a lot of users, so it's not too ambitious in my opinion. They have like 600,000 users or something right now already, so that's a fairly good network for stuff. Okay, multi-currency debit card. This is a cool feature. Is there any fees? No transaction fees. Oh, solid. No transaction fees. So that's the same thing that Tokia is going at as well. 2FA, yeah. KYC. Revenue generation. They're looking at mining. USI targets to reach 1% hash rate of Bitcoin, 2.5% for Ethereum. In the previous video I showed you already that they can be tracked to be the number 6 in the world for Ethereum. Alright, let's look at the roadmap. Okay, they formed their team in the first quarter of 2017. They announced this in the third quarter of 2017. They started a pre-sale on November 1st last year. And they are looking to issue their wallet in these 3 months. So I think this is a very solid time. Okay, listed on public exchange, second quarter 2018. Interesting, this is something to look out for. We don't know what exchanges yet, so it will be helpful if they actually mention which ones. Payment Solutions launched third quarter. Full blockchain deployment quarter. Okay, it's good because we have some very near-term things that we can verify as proof. Okay, a lot of people are wondering, like, you know, for a white paper to just with all its projections, how soon can we see something? So it's quite near-term. It's not bad. After the ICO period, all contributors receive the USI tokens in their TechCoin wallet. How to get tech coins, purchase pre-mined coins in ICO. You can exchange for other cryptos, you can purchase exchanges, you can exchange for local. Okay, cool. You can exchange it by exchanges as well. You can exchange it there or elsewhere, whatever rates that you find better. A token sale, 1 billion tokens, 50 million public, 50 million internal. We need to know which exchanges. This is actually very good because we compare this to BitConnect. BitConnect, they are doing a lot of the sales like just purely internal. When you look at USI Tech, they are comparing themselves to BitConnect, and most of it's happening in their own exchange, the BitConnect exchange. But they are also at Livecoin, Coin Exchange, hit BTC. But it's not that much volume, of course, as compared to their own exchange. I think this was probably quite recent as well, because for the longest time they were just only on BCC, which is their own exchange. If these guys can get themselves on most exchanges fast, that's going to be really good. There's the use of funds, sales marketing 20%, software licenses 10%, salaries 50%, hardware 20%. I think the salary is quite a big portion, isn't it? This is one of the things that I didn't really like about this white paper, is that, like, I can't really zoom in and see what these are. I mean, they look like USI tech colors, but I can't really verify anything from here. I can't really see anything here, and it's a totally Indian team. Would it be too much to ask if we just had some names and references? That would be great. Having said that, okay, here are my thoughts, alright? There's a lot left to be desired in the white paper. I mean, there are a lot of typos. I would like more details on the exchanges that they're going to be listed at. I would like information on what kind of a token it is. And I would definitely like names and references on this team that we have here. I don't know who's who. I don't know who's done what. Having said that, if BitConnect could do it, BitConnect was like a true Ponzi scheme, that they actually were able to come up with a token that, if you look in the historical, you see how it actually started at next to nothing, and they've come along this far. Alright, and this is just like a pullback. You know, even when they had regulation news hit them, they were still rising. They had a big drop over here in the recent sell down, but they came back up just as fast. So when I look at what these guys have done, and they've got no product except their own exchange, it's not even really an excuse to be called a product at all. But over here, these guys, on the other hand, they have they're looking at several products. They actually have, they're looking at a more solid exchange. The model that they've shown up in the mockups, I have good reason to think that they're going to try to get in some exclusive launches. Did the person who made this picture like have major dyslexia problems or what? Okay, but I mean, if they have an exchange coming up, they could actually, try to be the exclusive exchange for certain tokens to be doing the ICO. So that's going to be quite something that can drive up the value of the exchange as well, the token as well, that's tied to the exchange usability value. The markup is quite a lot better than some of the other ones, but then again, I also mentioned that it's because there are too many examples on the market already. They do have a lot of features that they're looking into, and if they pull this off, yes, it will be quite a good offering. So is it a better offering than BitConnect? Yes it is. So and then if you guys didn't see, there's actually a link. Alright, so as you can also see, they have so they are actually right up there at the top when you look at the Ethereum miners. Different from BitConnect, they're also they have something that's trackable, legit in the top miners as well. So whatever that BitConnect has done, I believe, with the technical team that they have, if BitConnect could even put together such a product, there's no reason why USI cannot put together a better product as well, as long as they're able to get the right information, the right experiences from people. So should you invest? Well, I think this has a very high upside potential. I think it's highly possible that you can become quite rich on this token launch, but nonetheless, you want to be setting aside only a certain portion of money. You don't want to be spending what you cannot afford to lose. The different plans that you can purchase, for instance, like I'll pull up the page here. The silver gets you 100 tokens and no bonus tokens. There is the gold pack that gets you 5,000 tokens and 1 bonus. There's a ruby, 20,000 tokens and 2 bonuses, emerald. I think most of you would really actually be looking at these two, the silver or the gold, because I mean, like, you could get a bunch of silver packages, you get one or a couple of gold packages. You only really need it to go up about 100 or 200 times to make a lot of money in this, and that's going to be quite good. That's pretty solid. Okay. So that's basically all I wanted to tell you about in this video. And if you want to gauge how much you should be investing, well, I think that it's not too much to say. I say like about 2% of your annual. 2% of your annual. Just put it over there. So 2% of what you annually earn, I think that's going to be not too much of a life-changing difference to you if things don't work out the way it wants. Of course, we want things to work out, but 2% that you put into this could dramatically change your life. So check out the information. You can actually create your own accounts. I put a link in the video description for you to look into this program, create your own account, read the white paper for yourself, and then see if this is for you. Alright, this is Julian from the Binary Lab, signing out.